And what does Noah's Ark talk about? A fucking flood, bro. So let me give you some context to the flood story. It's the same fucking story. So in the Sumerians, right, they have these two gods. One god named Enki, one god named Enlil. So Enlil and Enki are Mesopotamian gods. Enlil is the god of storms and wind, while Enki is the god of wisdom and fresh water. So I was like, okay, interesting. So in the Sumerian culture, they have this thing called the 7 tablets of creation.
Yeah.
Oh, let me put that fuck
Yeah. Oh, bro, we're about to get deep, bro.
So these, I actually saw some of these tablets. The writing is called cuneiform. Yeah. So I visited the National Museum of London, and they had these like tablets to display. So you can see like, you know, the writing is very different. It's like look, you can see it. It's like
hieroglyph type.
Yeah, it's very different, right? So these guys are allegedly like maybe older than the Egyptians or during the same time. Yeah. Right, so this is the 7 tablets of creation. There's this guy named George Smith, right? He's an Assyriologist. He went to Assyria. He went to Iraq. That's where the modern site is, and he found these 7 tablets of creation. Yeah, and then they decipher it, but we're still waiting for the true. Yeah, that's what AI is for, bro. Once AI starts cracking this shit up, bro, dude, we're gonna really know what the fuck is happening, bro. Yeah. So in the 7 tablets of creation, there's 4 main stories. The creation of man.
Fuck.
The creation of man. The flood story.
On a fucking tablet?
Yeah, on the tablets. The kings that ruled the planet. I can't even remember. Like, there's more stories in it, but those 3 are big, right? So the flood story is ubiquitous, right? So in these stories, in their flood story, Enlil, the god of storm and air, was so enraged with how humans have become. We've become a corrupted species. We've lost our ways. We're like, you know, we're not like a pure species anymore. And then we've become too noisy to them. Yeah. So he decides to start a flood on the planet, right? And then his little brother, Enlil, the god of wisdom, who created humans, felt pity for his creations. It told this guy named Ushnapitnam, hey, my brother's about to fuck you guys up.
Yeah. Noah?
Yeah.
Noah? Yeah?
So build a boat, and then save your loved ones so we can kickstart humanity once the flood's done again.
Yo.
So at the end of the flood, right, in their text, it says, after the flood is finished, Ushnapitnam releases a white dove, and a black dove, and a black bird. And the birds never return, signaling the end of the flood. So in Noah's Ark, in the Noah's Bible, God sends a flood because humans have lost their ways again. Yeah. And then Noah builds a raft, and then Noah sends what? 2 birds out. A white bird and a black bird. And the birds never come back, signaling the end of the flood.
Yo.
In the Bundaba Aboriginal story.
Nah.
Yeah, bro. The great god Nawungu was so angry at what humans have become. He sends a flood to ravage the planet. And in the same text, they said one sole survivor and his wife is around. And they release 2 white birds. The birds never come back, signaling the end of the flood, bro.
Nah, bro.
So this flood myth is ubiquitous across the cultures,
It
bro.
happened.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
it happened, bro. It had to have happened, bro.
Bro, something happened. And then what? The Ice Age, we happen to have left it prematurely. Yeah. And then the soil sample shows you that. And then the megafauna happens to all go extinct during around that time in North America. So, you know, it did say the megafauna went extinct 50,000 years, different periods. Yeah. But then in North America specifically, it said 13 fucking thousand years ago.
Whoa.
And people believe this story was from the Jade Emerald Tablets of Thoth. Yeah. So, but then no one's really found it.
Nah.
But that's what they talk about, right? So remember all these flood stories are ubiquitous, right? And then even the Egyptians have a story of a flood. And that's actually where you actually hear, this is actually where you hear the term Atlantis come from. Atlantis, the story of Atlantis actually comes from Egypt, bro.
Nah.
Yes. Put it up for you, bro.
I thought that was a Greek thing.
Plato talked about Atlantis, but he got the stories about people who talked about it in Egypt.
No. So you're telling me that the actual gods would have came from Egypt?
Oh, we'll get to that.
Lad. Come on.
Egyptian Atlantis story.
So you're telling me that the fucking pyramids were built on that frequency to bring Atlantis back?
No, I think the pyramids might even be older than what we think it is, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it was already there. It survived the flood.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, or it was them when they came back. So when they tried to repopulate the planet,
Yeah.
they're like, this is how advanced we were.
Yeah.
So do not forget how to do this.
Yeah.
So I think so we don't know if we don't even know if the pyramids are older than what they are, or if it's like after the Younger Dryas. They're like, hey, you guys were pretty advanced, so let me just show you the tech. How fucking crazy, but we can't even replicate it today.
Nah.
I have morons.
Nah.
I got morons that are very smart ass about this, like the skeptics.
Yeah.
Did you know? The site where they quarry the blocks of the pyramid?
Was fucking hell and gone far from where we...
You have to take a fucking plane and a boat to get there. Come on, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Come on, man. A plane and a boat. Come on, man. Come on. And they're like, oh, they rafted on the Nile River. I'm like, bro, they did an experiment, right? They custom made a truck. And no one's ever got this truck. This truck is long and gigantic.
Yeah.
They put the stone in it and the truck broke. I'm like, bro, what are we doing here, bro?
They had technology that we don't fucking have.
It could be like levitation.
Sound.
Frequency, because everything is frequency, bro.
That makes the most fucking sense.
Bro, because I explained to someone, mate, it could be they even just manifested the material, like they could have
or magnetism.
Yeah, or just levitate with sound, bro. Right? There's a tech right now that levitates items with sound right now. Yeah, bro. So look at this.
And then you push it and it fucking goes. It just flies.
Because if you affix something to its molecular structure, you can change its properties, bro.
Yeah.
Right? Fuck.
Yeah.
It's physics. It's literally physics, bro.
Yeah, it's shocking all the frequencies.
Oh, that's right. That's exactly. And I did a subject in that in uni called mechanical vibrational analysis, bro.
Yeah.
And like there's an experiment where they said if you blast this stone at a right frequency, you can make it malleable.
Whoa. Turning a fucking solid object into...
And I think that's how they make the blocks. They just scoop out the material, bro.
Because how can every block be the exact same shape?
I'm gonna show you some clips on the absurdity of the pyramids blocks, bro. Oh. Dude, when I show people these clips, they're like, "Oh man, you're right, bro. What the fuck, bro?" Dude, let me just read this up first. The idea of an Egyptian connection to Atlantis is based on Plato's writing and other speculation. In his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, Plato describes Atlantis as an island larger than Asia and Libya combined. Plato claimed to quote Solon, who visited Egypt between 590 and 580 BC and translated Egyptian records of Atlantis. So Solon is his uncle. And Solon gets the story of Atlantis from Egypt.
Yo.
So they all have a fucking story of a flood and of a civilization that was called Atlantis.
Yeah.
So now this comes into the whole Anunnaki thing.
Oh.
So remember how your daughter was asking how we got here? So I was proposing the idea to my boys. I was like, look, so we either evolved naturally, right? Or we were a product of accelerated evolution. Right?
1,000%.
So a lot of people are starting to see in our genetic sequence that there's been like tamperings with our genetic sequence. There's been cappings.
Yeah.
Cappings, like some moderations, right? So modifications. So let's say monkeys eat the shrooms, eat the meat. You get a whole bunch of these hominid species.
Yeah.
Right? These guys called the Anunnaki come down from Nibiru. So they came. So the story is in the 7 tablets of creation, the creation of man, right?
Bro, it's getting real.
Bro, I need this AI to fucking work overtime now, bro.
Yeah.
Because this changes everything.
Decipher the shit, yeah.
It changes everything.
Bro, but it's in a scary way, it fucks up a lot too.
Yeah, and that's why I talked
because
about...
Because then, let's say this thing becomes real, yeah? And the creation of man came from aliens or Sumerians.
Yes.
What happens to religion, bro?
That's what we were talking about. Everyone's gonna riot. People gonna People think Armageddon is gonna happen. That's why they think this whole UFO thing. If we let it out too quickly, Armageddon is gonna happen.
Yeah, people will kill each other, bro.
Yeah, because they're not. And the thing is, I'm not saying that God doesn't exist. I'm saying he's not the guy in the white fucking cloth.
He's
with
not the one we were told this whole time.
Yeah, he's a frequency, bro. You know what's a very interesting quote by this guy named Erwin Schrödinger. He's a physicist. He's the guy who created the multi-world theory, right? He says there's only one mind in the universe. I think there's only the total number of minds in the universe is one.
Yeah,
and he's like a physicist, bro, which means the total number of minds means we're all
linked. Yeah, we're all linked, bro.
So everyone talks about this. And how about the Om symbol in Hindu culture?
Yeah.
That literally talks about the mother frequency, which we all came from, bro. So, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And how about Evangelion? Oh! Let's go! Let's go!
Holy shit!
What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm like, dude, this game. You know what? For me, this game too real.
There's too many links here, bro.
There's too many things.
Yeah,
bro.
lad.
Bro, and then so the Sumerian creation myth is that this species called the Anunnaki came down from their planet Nibiru, looking for gold.
Yeah.
And then because their planet was getting destroyed by a massive ozone, just like how in Australia we have a massive ozone that's fucking cooking us all the time, right? And then they had a Enlil, Anu, the king of Nibiru. Anu had a fight with his cousin because his cousin killed his dad. And because he wanted to overrule the planet. I'm like, sounds like us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then they fought for the kingdom and Anu wins. And then they're like, kill him, let's kill your cousin. He's a traitor, right?
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm just gonna banish him from the planet. He flies in his little rocket ship, stumbles across Earth, and he's like, this place is rich with gold. This is exactly what we've been looking for, bro. Bro, and then comes back to his planet. He's like, guys, I found a shitload of gold on this planet.
Yeah.
They come to our planet.
That's why we have statues of fucking giants.
Look at that, bro. Do you know about the Epic of Gilgamesh?
No.
Oh, shit.
No.
Yeah, bro, we'll get to that.
I've heard of it.
Let me get to
but
that.
I didn't dive into it.
Let me get to that later. Oh, bro. Dude. This shit is so wild, bro.
Yeah, bro. And it's just left alone.
Yeah, just left alone. No. They know. The establishment, you guys know. But you know what's a coincidence, right? On the front of the Library of Congress in America, it's a picture of Thoth and Odin.
Yeah.
And in Norse mythology, Odin is Zeus.
Yeah.
And apparently Zeus is also this guy named Enlil.
Yeah.
Which is the Sumerian god. Thoth is the god of wisdom in Egypt, right?
Yeah.
And he's also the god of
creations.
And he's also the god of wisdom in Sumerian culture named Enki.
So pretty much, if this AI fucking opens this shit, we actually had two gods.
Bro, essentially. Bro, we're gonna. Sorry.
Oh.
So the king. I was like, you know the Randy when he jizzes from watching porn.
Yeah.
That was me, bro. I was like, no. I was like, what the fuck is going on here, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Holy dude, because I've been following this story for like I think almost a decade.
Yeah.
And the more comes out, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, bro?
Yeah.
So Anu wins the title, gets his brother gets banished, finds gold. He tells, let's go to this planet. Anu has two sons, named Enki and Enlil. So Enlil's the older brother. Enlil is the strong one, the almighty ruler overlord. So he was the god of storm and air. Yeah. And his little brother was the god of wisdom and water. So in Greek mythology, Zeus is the god of storm and air. And his little brother is
Poseidon,
the god of water, bro.
These stories are just too similar, bro.
No, bro, and the Sumerians' texts come 6,000 years before the Greeks, bro.
Fuck. They're all taking the same story and just bending it to what suits them.
Yes, bro. So the crux of the story.
So you're telling me that the religion Christianity is also made up by something that would have happened fucking how many years ago?
Yeah, bro. So I think the Bible is just stories, bro, of what happened. It's just, and then they just turn it into politics.
Yeah.
Just like today, bro.
To control people.
Whoever controls the narrative.
That we're gonna end up dead, bro.
My mate's always like, dude, how are you comfortable about all this shit, bro?
No.
I'm like, hey, everything I'm talking about is out there.
It's out there. It is out there.
It's out there,
but
bro.
people don't take it into context and like actually listen to what
yeah.
you're fucking saying.
Yeah, I'm just putting 1 and 2 together.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just doing the job for you guys.
You're doing God's work, bro.
He wants us to know, bro.
He does.
He wants us.
He wants us to return that.
And bro, and then, you know what's really? So I'm learning this independently from the UFO stuff, right? And then I realized they fucking together.
Yeah.
Because there's this guy named James Fox, who has this famous he makes this documentary. You should watch this. It's called the Virginia UFO case.
James Fox.
James Fox, bro.
Lad.
Go. I bought the documentary, lad. On YouTube. It's on YouTube. You can buy it.
Yeah.
Bro. Dude, this is gonna rock. It rock your fucking.
Wait. What's his name?
James Fox.
Fox.
And in the documentary is called Moment of, I think Virginia Moment of, but then I'll get to why this is relevant, because when I hear all this, so I start hearing about when Graham says we are a species with amnesia, I was like, oh my.
Yeah, because we don't know what happened.
We don't know what happened.
There's a whole fucking 500 years or whatever the fuck that we just don't know what happened.
Let's push it 10,000 years, lad. These stories are that old, bro.
Fuck.
Bro, we don't know shit.
Because especially if we came from technology, that was crazy.
And then got wiped out.
And then got wiped out to start all over again.
But
Like think about it when you were a kid, yeah? Oh yeah, mobile phones are coming out. Whoa, fuck, yeah, hectic. But they already had this shit because it's on fucking...
They probably didn't even use mobile. They fucking used consciousness, bro. They went down a different thing. That's why when they're saying when we're looking for the past, we're looking for us.
We're looking for ourselves, bro.
No, we didn't go down that technological route, bro.
Lad. You're telling me we're just trying to find ourselves from the past?
Yeah. Yes. Bro.
So if the aliens is not even aliens, it's just fucking us.
Or it could be us from the future, and then mingling and all that stuff, bro.
And that's wanting to get seen, and that's because like, yo,
bro, that's what the
here.
3 things that they talk about. Now, there's 4 things that you're seeing in the airspace. You know, the UFOs that we've been... Did you hear about this? That there's been UFOs being seen everywhere.
Sightings lately, yeah, fucking like crazy, bro.
Let me give you a far-fetched story, bro. So there's this guy named Ryan Graves, right? He's an F-18 pilot. So he's a Maverick in Top Gun. Yeah. Protect the coastline, right? One day they upgraded their radar system in 2011, I believe, and so it went from one single radar to so you see everything, yeah, and then they saw like dots pop up everywhere on their radar. Like, is this glitch? Because this is the first time they turned on the fucking radar. Like, is this glitch? And bro, so they asked Ryan. Rogan asked Ryan. He's like, dude, how many times do you see these things like a year, once or twice a year, and once a month? And he's like, Joe, we see them every day.
Fuck. Yeah, because it's there.
It's every day, bro. They
like you see the videos of the fucking things coming out of the water, bro.
That's right. And it's part of the instruction manual. When you become an F-18
to not say shit.
To just not touch them. Leave them alone, bro.
Why, but?
Why would you want to touch them?
Were they already the ones that told you don't touch us?
So they're so technologically advanced, just don't mess with them. Right? Just don't fuck with my bro. If something so space daddy's coming here, why would you want to mess with him?
Yeah.
But you don't want to mess with him.
But they're not coming from there. They're already in the water, bro.
And they're transmitting. It goes through water. That's why it's called UAP, is unidentified anonymous phenomena. So it goes through they go through rocks. I got a video I showed on episode 2. The thing's going through the Grand Canyon. It has those canyon. It's called a mesa.
Yeah.
It's going in the mesa and it comes out of the mesa, bro.
This thing's bending.
Bro, it's bending warp. It's bending space time, so it can just traverse everywhere, bro.
Whoa.
Bro. And essentially, these things are time machines too, because if you can bend space, you can go across time.
Yeah.
Bro. So going to the thing, like, so Graham says we are a species of amnesia. So this is when I was like, oh my god! And I remember seeing the James Fox clip. I was like, holy shit. Is this what they're talking about? So in the Virginia case, is a UFO fell on a town called Virginia, Brazil.
Yeah.
The UFO crashed
from
into
the sky.
Fell into the town. Multiple witnesses see it. So there's a guy that literally watched it doing this burning and it crashes, right? And then there's 5 beings in there. One gets grabbed by the military, gets taken out in a bag.
Yeah.
So the one that was and then one gets taken to the hospital. Bro. So a cop picks it up because they're walking around the streets looking for help. And then the cop pulls up and is like, what the actual fuck? And then there's 2 cops in there. Bro.
Because they're not humanoids.
No, they like standing humanoids, like they know the grays and all that stuff. Like, there's stuff.
Yeah.
Your typical aliens. That's where they get these fucking images from, bro. Because they're not making it out of thin air. They fucking seeing these things, bro. And they've been seeing it since Roswell, bro. 1947,
50,
bro.
yeah,
bro. It's been 70 fucking years, bro.
Yeah.
And then one of the cop picks the fucking alien up, bro, because he's hurt. Puts him in the back of the car. He dies of an infection a week later, an incurable infection because he touched the skin. Oh. And then the wife is fucking salty and angry. He's like, why the fuck did my husband die? No one wants to talk about it and shit. Bro, you go watch that documentary, right? So allegedly, one of there's 2 doctors that were talking to the alien.
Yeah.
And they had a recording of a conversation of what was happening in there. And they said, this thing telepathically talked to us. Told us, we feel, he's like, why are you guys here? He's like, we feel sorry for the human species because you guys have forgotten what you were.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah, lad.
I'm gonna pull the clip up,
like,
bro.
that's, like, think about it, yeah? What fucking human is born to go to work, lad?
Oh, no. But that's what the Anunnaki made us for, bro.
Yeah. To work. To build fucking the Egyptian shit, yeah? Yeah, no.
Bro.
So what are we, slaves?
So they engineered us.
We're not free slaves then.
So they engineered us to be slaves, bro.
Because we came from something else.
Yeah, bro. So I'll even get why they engineered us, bro.
Oh.
Let me see this thing. This is the clip. Let me just
No way.
Oh, here we go. So this is the James Fox clip.
What's going on? And meanwhile, I'm getting phone calls from this guy, Roger Lear, Dr. Roger Lear, and he's going, I understand you're investigating Varginha. You got to get me on camera. And I kept saying, I will, I'll try. And he got really upset with me. And he's like, well, if you're not going to get me on camera, I said, it's not that I don't want to get you on camera, Roger. I said, I'm so busy right now. He goes, well, what he didn't tell me was I've got cancer and I'm dying. And please get me on camera because there's aspects of the story that you need to know that I know. So anyway, he died. He gives me these tapes, and then he dies. I sent the tapes back to him, and then he died. And I got his book, too, and I was reading his book when I'm putting the film together. And in the book, it's basically a transcription of all the tapes that I have. I could see that because I have the tapes. And he's got a professional translator, and he's got this guy, Ubadajara Rodriguez, going around the countryside with him and introducing him to all these witnesses. And it's all on camera, except the meeting with, according to his book, that took place in the Humanitas Hospital with 2 doctors. I couldn't validate this, and I didn't put it in the movie. But if there's 2 doctors who are listening to this, apparently the creature was alive. The one that Marco Shirizi brought into Humanitas Hospital was alive.
In the fucking
and
hospital.
according to Dr. Roger Lear's book, everything else was accurate. I can't say if this was accurate or not, but he put it in his book, so I'm assuming that it is. And Ubadajara won't talk about it. He's a witness. There were 2 doctors that claimed telepathic communication with the live entity. And that's in his book. Now, I'm not telling your audience that that's true.
Bro, it's
I'm telling
fucking
your
true,
audience that
bro.
it might be true. We know that that entity, that creature, that being, that ET, whatever you want to call it, went to Humanitas Hospital. We know that because we have testimony from the people that took it there. We have testimony from people on the inside that claimed it was there. But we don't have any testimony from the doctors that claimed there was a
'cause they're not gonna
telepathic
say shit.
communication.
No
Did they
way.
talk at all about what it said?
It said that they felt sorry for the human species, not realizing their potential of who they really are. Like they're not. We don't realize as a race who we really are. That's what they said. It's in his book. So anyway,
What did they mean by that?
Feeling
we don't
weird.
recognize.
I feel weird, lad.
I mean, I'm not quite sure.
He's not quite
I guess
sure.
that we don't recognize the potential that we have as human beings, who we really are.
Because we were
I'm not sure
an advanced
what they meant
species,
exactly.
and we're going to wipe
More
the
than
fuck
that.
out.
But if Ubadajara Rodriguez is listening to this, please come forward and tell me who those doctors are. If the doctors are listening to this, they're still alive. What does it take? What will it take to get you to come forward? Anything. Just Tell me what